For this device, it only operates in a semi-automatic mode, meaning that you have to press the button in order for a shock to be delivered. As with a number of the other devices, it does come with a remote, and the pads are kind of separate in the pocket over here. As with the other devices, you simply press the on and off button in order for the device to turn on. And here's the shock button. This little tab up here, we don't really need for our purposes, but does indicate whether the device is good to use or needs maintenance. As with a number of the other devices, this particular model does come with various pre-programmed scenarios for which you can choose shock or no shock. But I found it easier for our purposes just to use the remote in order to be able to individually select whether you want the next round to be a shock or no shock. In order to do so, you can either press the shock button here or the no shock button here. Some other buttons to know about on this remote: the first button here on the left indicates that the pads are not applied correctly. The second button indicates that they are applied correctly. These numbers up here simply correspond to all of the various scenarios that you can choose. Selecting scenario 2 allows shocks. Selecting scenario 5 indicates no shocks. But as I mentioned earlier, it's a lot easier just to use the remote manually. If you need to pause at any time, you can hit the pause button and press the play button again. This button on the far left would indicate that there is motion while the device is trying to analyze the rhythm and it needs to reanalyze. In the bottom left hand corner, you find the controls for the volume.